A lot of updates in this video. We're going to give you information about possible decreases to the Tesla price, a big Cybertruck update, and more from Elon. Let's get right into it. So on November 26, Elon Musk came out with a memo explaining a lot of production costs were being wasted, and this potentially could mean a lowering of cost for the Tesla, but of course nothing is guaranteed. What we do know is that Tesla and Elon Musk has said that they do a lot of extra spending at the end of the quarters, with Elon saying, we spend a lot heavily on expedited fees, we pay a lot for overtime, hiring temporary contractors, and historically we sprint like crazy at the end of these quarters to deliver more Teslas, and then after that quarter is over, production and deliveries crash and they fall drastically. So Elon is trying to decrease costs across the board. So when there's a decrease in production costs, hopefully with Elon's goal of having EVs in as many hands as possible, those costs get passed on to you. So if you're unaware, Giga Texas is getting closer and closer to full production, and also Giga Berlin as well. These are the two new facilities, with the Texas facility being the new headquarters of Tesla. And recently, Tesla has filed around 8 inspections to essentially approve, having Texas approve the new facility to move forward. So the really interesting thing is we're all looking again for these prices to decrease, and with more facilities making Teslas, well, hopefully that more consistent production, it's Elon's goal to have that bring down the cost. But if you're unaware, the initial completion date of Giga Texas was actually the end of December this year. So we're not sure if that date is going to be hit, but what we do know is that Elon is bringing some big production news coming up on the Q4 earnings call, with Elon saying that there'll be an updated roadmap coming on this call. And Elon and Tesla have acknowledged, I think we all have experienced this supply chain nightmare, as Elon put it. But what we do know is that the production schedule will be coming out soon, and we're going to cover all of that. So make sure to subscribe to get the latest updated schedule as it comes out for the Cybertruck. And when it comes to the Cybertruck, we've seen some changes. We've seen some side mirrors added. We saw the front almost shortened a little bit. We've seen the slope become less aggressive now, but Elon has confirmed that the initial spec will be true to the initial vision. Well, this actually was from the VP of Vehicle Engineering. So not much is going to change. So that's what we know on the Cybertruck. Also, what we know is Elon said that the Cybertruck will reach into the post-apocalyptic future and bring that technology into now. So some huge goals. And if you read the article, you will hear Elon talking about some never before seen technology, probably the 4680 battery, some new interior designs, very, very likely, all crammed into this one car. And because of that, there's over 1 million pre-orders. And now you can only order a Cybertruck. You can't choose which motor you want. So Elon is double downing on the design, on the schedule, and we're going to hear more about that schedule and the design details coming very soon. So again, Tesla and Elon being masters at building that anticipation. Did you see this? The Tesla whistle that just came out very recently, I believe it was today or yesterday, and it's a $50 whistle and it's sold out in 2 hours. Just as Elon announced this Tesla whistle, blow the whistle on the Tesla Cybertruck, it's sold out in 2 hours. And is this a hint? Again, these cyber products, it's been talked about that we're gonna see more and more cyber products. So they're really going in on building that anticipation. I know the Cybertruck has been talked about for years now, and we haven't seen it roll off the line yet. But with Giga Texas kicking off, I think it's safe to say that we're getting closer and closer to that hopeful delivery date. So with all this anticipation about talks of Giga Texas kicking off, Model Ys being produced there, the Cybertruck, the EV tax credit, by the way, and that is currently being talked about with a hopeful goal date of Christmas time. So if you're thinking, when is this EV tax credit actually going to be voted on? Because again, it is in the Senate. Will the Cybertruck, so will that qualify for the EV tax credit? And from the initial price that we saw, it would get that tax credit. So again, this tax credit are for deliveries in 2022. So as long as things move forward and hopefully Giga Texas increases production of the Model Y leading to the Cybertruck, hopefully we get these cars on the road soon and get them in your hands. So what we really want to watch for the next few videos, what we want to see is there be a big decision on 12.9 coming up very, very soon. Progress on the EV tax credit, more updates on the Cybertruck and production coming out of Giga Texas, that being the Model Y and the Cybertruck. So time will tell, will prices decrease? So I want to ask you, do you think that if Tesla cuts the extra expenses at the end of the quarter, do you think that prices will decrease? It is Elon's goal to get these again in as many hands as possible. So cutting out that extra Q4 end of the quarter rush and cutting out those costs, do you think that Tesla is going to pass that on to the consumer? So hopefully those updates give you a good timeline of what to expect moving forward in December. So hopefully we'll get a good holiday present come the end of December and on that earnings call. If you do like this content, make sure to drop a like so that I know that you enjoyed it, and subscribe to hear what the results are of those conversations. Get the latest news and you don't want to miss that. Until next time, again, this is Matt from Front to Trunk. We will see you in the next one.